So you use code SimplyKinder to sign up for your free ESGI account. You've entered in your students and you're ready to get started. Hi, I'm Jennifer with Simply Kinder, and today I'm super excited to have Rochelle from ESGI join us to show us how to actually assess our students using their software. And then she's going to show us how to go in and pull some family reports. So that way we can send those home immediately to our families and they can assist at home as well. And it also includes flashcards and some other things too, I believe. So it's super cool. Let's go ahead and get started and bring in Rochelle. Welcome, Rochelle. Thank you so much for joining us today. Can you please take a moment and just tell us a little bit about yourself and something about ESGI?
Okay, great. I'm glad to be here. My name is Rochelle Picorni. I've been with ESGI for over 10 years. As a matter of fact, I am employee number 2 with ESGI because ESGI was developed by a kindergarten teacher in a kindergarten classroom where I was the school site principal. So it's been really neat to watch ESGI grow from an in-the-classroom experience to now a worldwide platform that teachers can use to save time with assessments.
That is so cool. We touched on that a little bit in our last video, how it's like super perfect for our teachers because it was not just created for kindergarten teachers, it was created by a kindergarten teacher, which I think is super, super cool. So
that's right.
We got our account set up, helped our teachers do that the other day, and now we need to actually run some assessments. We have to use it. So how do we use it and what do we do?
All right, well, we'll be ready to go by showing my screen, and then we're going to walk you through it. So now you've added all your students, and just remember, as Jennifer said, we know some of you are getting started before the school year actually happens, and you might not have your class list. So you can go ahead and add a pretend student, let's say, and test the student in the way that we're doing right now. So once you have students added, then you're going to click on a student and you're going to click on one of over 1,000 assessments that we have in ESGI. So I'm going to pick uppercase letters right now. I'm going to sit side by side with my student, and I can use an iPad, I can use my desktop, my laptop. Some teachers even say that they use their phone, but it's not really recommended unless you have the really big phones. Then you sit side by side, as I mentioned, and ask the student what's on the screen. So it says, what letter is this? If the child answers correctly, you're going to click the yes or the no, and so on through the test. See how easy it is, Jennifer?
That is super, super easy, and I can see it happening super fast. So I absolutely love it because it's like, that's what I love about the way that I kind of was groomed to do assessments is it's just a quick little mark. And with this, it's not even a mark. It's just a quick little push. So it's making it so much quicker and so much more streamlined. So I love it. It's literally that simple. You just open the assessment you want to give and you mark yes or you mark no, right?
That's right. Now you can take notes as well. So if this one, she said F instead of S, you can put that in there. You can also skip any concepts that you don't want to have marked either correct or incorrect. You can just simply skip them and they won't show up on any of the reports. And so you just continue on. Now you can close at any time. We know sometimes children become frustrated. This is a 26 question test. They may become frustrated. So we encourage you to save and close at any time during the assessment. And then it brings you right to this page showing the results with the pie chart here and the correct answers. Simple.
That is so amazingly simple, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I think I'm ready to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to just be super vulnerable and let everybody see me attempt to give my very first assessment with ESGI right here. So let's go ahead and give it a try. And now I'm here with my most favorite student in the whole world, Brody. I'm a little partial. Brody, say hi. Say hi. Hi. Wave, hi. He's going to let me assess him, so here we go. I have logged in to ESGI at esgisoftware.com. I am selecting his name on the dashboard here. I can see what assessments he has and has not taken. So I'm going to select the lowercase letters, and I want you to say the names of the letters. Are you ready? Go.
Y, T, C S H R V O W B M D Q J P F K G Z X L A U I N E A Q.
And you are done. Good job. Super easy. That was incredibly simple to do, and I can just see this being such an amazing resource for kindergarten teachers. Now that I've got my data, what am I supposed to do?
Sure, let me show you. It's super simple too, just like the assessment. We're going to now go to the parent letters and flashcards because we know that you want to send home results for the parents in English or Spanish, by the way, over here clicking on the parent letter. So I have a student chosen. I have parent letter here. I'm going to click, and then on this screen, just know that we default to show every single test result on the parent letter right up front, but you can choose not to send things home if you want. Some teachers say sounds aren't practiced the same at home as they are in the classroom, so you might not want to send home sounds. So you can deselect them here and then click on showing it for the student. Now, when you see that, it's going to be a parent letter, as I mentioned, in English or Spanish that you can modify.
That is so cool. So you're just basically selecting the information you want included on the letter and then generating it, right?
That's exactly right.
That is so cool.
So,
super, I can imagine that that would be the first thing that we should do, because why not get that information into the hands of our families right away so that they can reinforce those things at home. Now, oh, is that the letter?
I needed to switch screens to show the letter, and here it is. You can download it. You can send it home via email if you download it as a PDF and attach it to the email. Here is a parent letter template that you can modify. Notice it's got Braylon's name on it, so it's personalized. It has my name on it down here. And then check this out, Jennifer. You can see all the things she got correct and incorrect on all the assessments. Look at that.
That is super cool. So it will literally put the information that you collected right in the hands of of everybody who's there to help. So I'm just, again, floored at how amazingly simple this all is. Now, I do have a question. Do you have to print each letter individually, or can you do like a class set?
You can do a class set, which is, again, made by a kindergarten teacher for kindergarten teachers. You can definitely show all of them at once, and you'll be able to see all your parent letters. So once you see print all for the whole class, it's one of the options.
Okay, cool. That's super, super cool. Super cool. So we're still looking at the parent letter, just so that you know.
Yep, I'm trying to get that screen switch to show. Now I have two on here, so I'm trying to see which one.
She's always fun. Never a dull moment, my friend.
I know, right? So let's show you the actual.
And then while you're doing that too, is there a way to print flashcards? I know we've talked a little bit about that.
Absolutely. That is one of the highest requested features of ESGI is showing the flashcards for the parent. And the neat thing is they're personalized for the child. So back on this screen, this is how you print for the whole class. So if you want to do that as a batch, go ahead and click this button. The one I clicked before just showed one student, but you can print for the whole class, and it page breaks between each and every student. So it'll save you paper there. Now back to the flashcards. If we go back to the home screen, you will see that we have a flashcard button right here. Again, I have Braylon chosen. Here's the flashcards. It's just going to print the ones that she needs to have practiced. And some teachers tell us that they put it in a plastic baggie and send it home, and then you're able to see the flashcards. They look like this. I'll make it a little bigger. And you can see it's got Braylon's name on it. Again, you can send it home attached to an email if you don't want to have paper. And you can print these for the whole class as well.
Yeah, I love that, of course, you could cut them out and you can stick them in a Ziploc bag for your families, but you could also just print them and send them home. Families are more than capable of cutting them out and putting them in a Ziploc bag, so it's less work for us, and yet we're still getting the impact of sending home those specific skills that those kiddos need. And then also too, like, print a set for your classroom and keep them. Let them have like an envelope at their desk of those cards that they're missing, and once a month, once a quarter, go in, reprint them some new flashcards, let them cut them out, stick them in their little pouch, and that becomes what they can practice. Like, it's, I don't know, that's super cool. Like, I'm thinking not just for families, but also for in class for them. Like, super amazing again. And so I love it. I'm absolutely loving all things ESGI. Continue to be in love with ESGI. Our next video that we will be doing, what are we talking about during our next video? Do you remember?
Let's see. We are going to talk about finding new tests to customize your account. Specifically, there are some Simply Kinder tests in here made by Jennifer. We're going to show you those and all the other tests in ESGI. So we're going to be going into the Test Explorer and finding new assessments.
And I will say, I am a huge tester. Like, I'm so sorry, but I believe in the power and the value of assessing students. And so I would assess my students like crazy, because when you assess your students, you see those holes to fill in. And I don't know, like, I was always the teacher, like, well, I can't remember who can and can't write their name. So I needed a checklist and I had to check it off, because I couldn't, I genuinely could not remember what I had for breakfast, let alone if 30 of my kindergartners could do addition or if they knew the letter lowercase b. And so I kept checklist assessments. And so we took those checklist assessments and we literally uploaded them to ESGI. And so our next video, we hope you will join us. We will be going over all of that. So thank you again. If you don't have your free account yet with ESGI, use code SimplyKinder. You get 2 months free. You get some money savings if you decide to join, which you will. And we are going to be making you videos on how exactly to use it best in your kindergarten classroom. So thank you again, Rochelle, for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.